it's Megan from Mad Creations. I am live and I'm going to be chatting about our new book, Fed Up Faster, that is dropping tomorrow at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if anyone is watching me now, if you can just comment in the comment box, because it's popped up. It looks like Facebook's being nice to me today and I can actually see the thread, which is unlike when I normally go live. It's been a while and I hope a lot of people are excited for our new launch. This will be our 13th cookbook in our print books, and yeah, we've done a few ebooks over time, and our 6th in the series of the Fed Up Fast or EF3 series. So a lot to unpack in what is in the book, but I'll just wait a little bit and see if we get some people online to find out a little bit more. But yeah, I'm excited. The stock is actually here. I always get it wrong which way to go with the book. So when I say the stock, it's only for me. It's just me. There were tester ones, so I could actually see what they look like and everything like that, and how my design had worked out. Because this one I have done all myself, which is very rare. Hi Lucy, hi Julie. So I'm going to get straight into it because this can be watched on playback anyway. So I won't answer any questions till the end, but I'll just go through specifically what is included in each of our products that will go live in the morning, because it's been a while since we launched a book and an ebook, and then there's a bonus ebook. So I'm trying to confuse everyone, I think, but what we essentially want to do is give everybody as much as we can. I think everybody knows that I kind of pile on pile. Even my testers were surprised when I'm like, oh, let's do a testers ebook and put together this, and we have literally like just worked around the clock, and I've literally been sitting at my desk around the clock, as you can tell, to get it done. It was loaded today, compressed, and all ready to go. So that was exciting. So we're getting there with everything. But yeah, tomorrow morning. So we will be launching a very limited paperback book of Fed Up Faster. So as many of you will know, this is the 6th in the series of the EF3 Fed Up Diet, Fed Up Fast series. All of the other ones are in ebook, but I decided to do this one hard copy because a lot of people have been printing their books anyway. When you print a book that's from digital on a normal printer or even at Officeworks, the quality is low quality. The images that I spend a lot of time taking beautiful photos of look flat and dull and boring. And while the text is still good and the usefulness of the books are still great, it's not quite as fancy as having a professionally printed book. So these books are not print on demand. They are done by a local printer in Melbourne. They'll be, what's the HP Indigo Press. So it's a digital print. So it'll be nice and vibrant. And that's why I actually got 2 books to have a look through that were printed from my master copy. So I could decide on which one opens easier. And as you can see, even with this, it'll sit really nice and flat when you've got it on your kitchen bench, which is just what we want. The quality, we've still got the silk quality of our books that we normally have. So that will be launched tomorrow morning, as well as the ebook and our bonus ebook. So if you buy the cookbook, so the cookbook has all of the recipes in it, some of the information, but I have taken out all of the meal plans and the lists and things like that, because people will print them, stick them on their fridge, use them, scribble on them or whatever. You don't want that in a book. And also by adding an extra, I think it's around about 50, 60 pages to a print book, adds extraordinarily to the cost. So to get a book printed that is right up there, 130 pages in print, these days is really expensive. But it's also that I know that the majority of you tend to look only at the recipes, you don't read all the information, even though that's really crucial in our plans. But also a meal plan is useless in a book as far as I'm concerned, because you're flicking back and forward, where you can print off the book from the ebook. So ebooks, you can always print any particular page. So you can pick, you know, if you want to print page 5, 7, 9, 11, 41, you can select that on a printer and print out those particular pages and actually have your plans ready and have your recipe books on the kitchen bench, easy to read, and that's what we've done with this book. So this will be limited. The way our sales usually go with a book, it could sell out in the first day. I don't know. Business is a difficult thing to work out these days, whether you're going to be extremely popular or unpopular. We're hoping it'll be really popular, but we're also hoping that everybody that really wants a book will get one. So I am saying get in early. So tomorrow it will launch at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm in Newcastle, Australia. If you can't tell, a lot of people are always surprised that I'm Australian. I don't know, my voice is very Aussie. But if you're in Australia, I'm in Newcastle, so it's in AEST. So get on and get your book as quickly as possible if you want it. It will retail for $49.95 now, and shipping. Now what you get when you get the book is you'll get an immediate download. So this is in pre-sales. We do not have stock. This is just my only 2 copies. And they're not even 100% correct, okay? They've even got the wrong page number in the index because it's from the ebook. But the whole print process and getting it to us takes no time at all. So once the pre-sales have ended with this stock limited, we will order the product. It will take, let's just say, a week to turn around, and we'll begin shipping. I would expect shipping to begin early August, early to mid-August. We'll just say that so that covers anything. We've gone through times with COVID lockdowns and stuff like that in the past with some of our books, because we launched 3 books in 2021, all with COVID restrictions and border lockdowns and stuff. So all going well, early August for shipping. But you get the immediate download of the ebook. So as soon as you buy, the receipt is sent to you to the email address that you've bought, just like our other books. You get the full ebook, which is 130 pages, plus you get a bonus 50-page ebook as well, which has got 17 recipes with adaptations from Fed Up Faster by our testers. And some recipes do include some of the recipes from Egg Fast 3 and Meg Fast 3.1. If you don't have those books, you can either grab them or you can look for something else that's similar to fill them. So basically we're talking about the vanilla slices have the old-fashioned custard from Egg Fast 3. If you really want to make these compliant vanilla slices, you will need Egg Fast 3 for the custard recipe. But I can tell you now that Egg Fast 3.0 is one of my favorite books, of course, because I lost nearly 20 kilos just following the recipes in that book alone. So certainly worthwhile. So yeah, you'll get both of those ebooks in your downloads, as well as some bonus meal plans to use with our other cookbooks. So if you've got any of our other cookbooks, you'll find some recipes in there. And something I actually had written down in here is that Lunchtime Keto is also a really good book to have with these books, and that as well too. It has the pastry recipe in it. You can actually use that and that as well too, with some of the other recipes that are in that book. Okay, so it's a good combination to actually add with your copy of Fed Up Faster. Now, let me just have a quick look. So I've written that, I've told you it's a limited stock run. So once the stock sells out, it's sold out, okay? We will not be reprinting. I will not be carrying stock. We won't be filling up our house with more books. It's the last thing we want. We want to create great books, but also just give you that small opportunity. So this is just to help anyone to avoid going to Officeworks. I had a quote for our last book, and it was quoted at $200 to print, just as a general print at Officeworks, and put a cover on the front, like just a clear cover, which I thought was ludicrous. So this way is a lot cheaper and a lot better job than what they can do for you as well. So yeah, once that's gone, it's gone. So get up early, set your alarms, and get in there if you want the print book. If you don't want the print book, the ebook is available immediately as well. When you look in the store, look at the images. There will be the bundle, so it will actually have a picture of an iPad to let you know that it's actually an ebook product and that you're getting something purely digital. If you see the one with a picture of a book and 2 iPads, that means that you're actually ordering the book, and you'll pay shipping. You'll see it at checkout. We don't have any surprise charges after you've checked out, so you can't say I ordered this and didn't know the price, it actually shows you before you press pay. And it will actually show you. So look at the products that you're buying right now in store. If you want to get the whole of the 6-pack all in digital, that is available in store. We also have the ebook on its own, not in store to buy just on its own, but not as a hard copy book, but as the ebook with our 365 program as well. So you'll get those as well if you order that. But if you look at the images, it will tell you what it is. Look at the description, it tells you what you're getting. So please read through. Don't go in a panic hurry and just press buy now, buy now, buy now. Have a look at what you want. Make sure that it's exactly what you need in your life, and then press checkout, okay? So the ebook itself, like I said, is 130 pages. In the ebook, you get all the meal plans. So there's 5 4-day meal plans. So if you're unfamiliar with our Fast 4 EF3 series, it is a 4-day cyclical carb diet. Low carb, very low carb for 4 days, limited foods, but amazing food. I have now been cycling for, it sounds like I'm on a bike, but I'm not. No exercise involved at all since March 2023, and I've lost over 20 kilos myself. If you look back through all of my past videos and photos and that, you'll definitely see that this is true. I have catalogued it all the way through, and the weight has stayed off in that as well too. I am basically in maintenance mode, but I still follow the cycle 4 days every week. Okay, so it just keeps me in check. I am prevalent to putting on weight. I have had, high insulin resistance in the past, so, I've got to keep a check on myself, and it's an easy way of doing it. And on the 3 days off, I get to, eat foods that I hadn't eaten in years, because I've been keto since 2017. So yeah, quite a long time. But to lose an extra 20 kilos after 6 years of being on keto was quite astounding. It wasn't expected, to be honest. These plans really do work, okay? So the whole 6-pack's there. But yeah, this is a 4-day plan. So you follow it for 4 days. It actually has what you can eat on the other 3 days off and stuff like that, but it is more of a relaxed low carb approach on those days. On the first day off, you can have a higher carb day. So if you want to go out and have, a schnitty and chips at the pub, you can, okay? But in the ebook, there is also the prep lists, meal prep lists, as well as the meal plans, resources, macro lists, food lists and stuff like that, with easy to glance at carbs and stuff like that as well too. So you actually know what you're eating. It's interesting, even with our testers and stuff like that, or people that I experience it, and they're like, oh, I just add this and I add this, and it's like, did you actually know that that has carbs in it, or that is actually double the carbs of X or Y or something like that? And they actually don't know, because they're thinking it's similar to something else, and it's funny how things can easily add up. So in that those lists, you'll actually be able to quickly have a look at some of your favorites. If they're not on there, they're probably more likely to be high carb, and I just suggest you Google them, okay, to see how many carbs are in pumpkin, what kind of pumpkin, all those sort of things. The Testing Faster book, like I said, has 17 recipes in it. They have all been photographed by our testers and that as well too. I think there's one in there that's mine. That was the chicken pie, because it was so delicious. It really should have gone in the main book, but the main book was already finished, and it's using just the recipes from Fed Up Faster, so it's very, very easy. I actually used it with, I actually said leftover. It's a lasagna stuffed chicken and the Alfredo sauce and the pastry. And I said I used leftovers, and somebody said, who has leftovers? But it was because we cooked and photographed everything. I'm like, I've got a bit of pastry there, I'll just chuck it in a pie, because I need to take a photo of the pastry. And oh my God, it's probably up there as one of my favorite pies. And as soon as we finish them on Monday, I wanted them again. So it'll probably get made next week, and I might double it, and then I can even freeze them and actually have easy ones to make, because the pastry is amazing. And yeah, the chicken was just really nice. And the Alfredo sauce, I was going to get into the index soon, but the Alfredo sauce is probably one of the best sauces I've ever made. For anyone that's got a Thermomix and has ever made keto sauces and stuff, like even some of, like most of mine, because I think a lot of you make a lot of my recipes, this is easily the best creamy sauce that I've ever made in a Thermomix. It doesn't have any cream in it, of course. But it's like astounding. Like, it's even amazing the next day or a couple of days later. It can be reheated and it doesn't split. It's like so damn good, and it's really, really tasty. So one of the things I actually said, you all know I like ranch spices. We have a ranch seasoning on our website, so just Google Mad Creations ranch seasoning tonight and start making it. It will be with ingredients that you've more than likely got in the pantry right now, because they're all just basic, you know, the garlic powder, the onion powder, dill, parsley, and thyme. I think that's it. But really, really easy to make. But no joke, this is a great sauce. It's going to be something that you'll be wanting to use on like your eggs, and that's like better than, you know, hollandaise for eggs benedict and stuff like that. It's really, really, really good. Okay, so anyway, really off topic there. So I'm just going to go for a brief rundown because I've just done the descriptions for the book. So because I really want to get it into your head that everybody, what you're ordering is what you want. If you order something with an iPad picture and you wanted the hard copy book and it doesn't have it in that picture or it doesn't have it in the description, our books actually say like everything in our store always says paperback or ebook. So I write it in the title of the product. I write it all the way through the descriptions and stuff. I try to be very deliberate in our placing of words so that you actually know exactly what you're ordering. So don't panic when you go in there. Just go in there, or even have it, oh, you can't have it open because it's not in the store yet. But yeah, definitely go in and actually have a look at what you're going to order, but make sure you order the right thing, okay? Because if the books sell out, we're not going to get another one in for you. We won't have any in reserve. They'll just be out the door and done, and it will only be available in the digital format after that. Of course, after that, you can still print it on your own, as everybody has done in the past, and it's still a fabulous product. But yeah, okay, so very limited print run. I think we've got through that. After pre-sales, no stock will be held or ranged in store. A fantastic and comprehensive bundle, the combination of physical, that's all just normal jargon stuff. So let's look, paperback. It's an A4 size book. So this is it right here now. Limited print run, contains all the recipes with conventional and thermal methods. So anyone that's got Thermomix, you can use it with your Thermomix. Anyone that's got stovetop, microwave, air fryer, whatever, you can use this. Full color images of all the recipes. I'll just give this a quick flick through. Which is the easiest way? Yeah, not really easy, but see, full color images for every recipe in the book. When I shoot close up, so you can actually see like what the food actually looks like specifically. So if something says sliced onions, you usually can see which way the onions are sliced. And it's recipes only, no meal plans, bonus information, or the meal prep list. But when you order this, you get the ebook as well. So you get the full ebook, that's 130 pages. That has all of the extra information in it, FAQs, resources, glossary. The glossary's in this one as well. I've still put like some info in here. It's like still a complete book, but I'm just trying to keep the pages down and keep the costs down for retail for you. So the ebook, 130 pages, we just went through all the meal plans, macro lists, meal prep lists, and more, convenient for printing specific meal plans and lists, as I went through earlier if you've only just joined us. Whenever you've got a digital book, you can actually print specific pages. So if you want to print out the meal plan for meal plan number 2, the power up meal plan, you can print that out, stick it on your fridge, look to your book or your digital book and make the recipes from it. But you can use your meal plans as a guide, and then everybody in the family, if everyone else is following it, knows what's coming up. It's quite exciting when you look at some of the names of the recipes and that as well too. I do have a bit of fun. We'll go through the index thing. Even with names, it's back from my restaurant days. I always say if something sounds amazing or looks amazing, then you want to try it, right? So if I make something boring and I just make beef stroganoff and it's just beef stroganoff and it doesn't have a picture of something that looks edible, then you're not going to want to eat beef stroganoff, right? But you know, we're going to come up with something creative. We give it a creative name, we give it a beautiful picture, and we give it, most of all, amazing amounts of flavour and low carb. The bonus ebook, Testing Faster, it's a 50-page ebook. I just mocked one up. Let's just pretend this is it, but it won't be in a hard copy. So as I said, it is our test team that worked on this specific book who just had a bit of fun with some of the recipes, and I'm like, hey, how about we stick that together in a bonus book, and you know, you can show off what you've done, because you've done an amazing job this time round, in that normally I don't allow the testers to have free reign and go crazy, but because some of the recipes are what you would call essential basics for really good low carb healthy meals, I said we'll try it. Like, of course, with a pastry, think of all the pastry ideas that you can. you can make anything with this pastry. Like, honestly, you really can. I think we've gone a bit out there with all the stuff that we've done. I've even put pictures in the tester's book of the pastry, raw and cooked, so you can actually see it up close without anything on it, just to show you how fabulous it is. I saw one of the girls today posted some sausage rolls in the Mad Creations group, one of the testers, and you can actually like see it. It was Nina, and the pastry just looks, you know, amazingly good. So yeah, definitely a fantastic bonus, and a big thanks to our test team, because they really went above and beyond this time. Even today, well, over the last 24 hours, they've all retested, not them all, but actually I think maybe all of them have done it. They all retested the vanilla slice on it multiple ways. We've checked out so that you get the maximum yield out of the pastry and out of the custard, the chocolate, and make fabulous like vanilla sliced cigars that are light and deliciously low carb. And I said, hey, again, go crazy. You know, you can add chocolate, you can add spices, you can add the syrups and stuff like that from Fed Up Faster and that as well too. There's so much you can do with these recipes. But yeah, that was all right down to the wire. I pretty much only loaded everything this afternoon. And that all those recipes can still go into your 4-day plans. However, there is a couple in there that I have said, like, for variations, that they're best off plan, and that's more like if you're vegan and stuff like that as well, which I'll go into the variations shortly. So all the counting's been done. You don't have to count anything following these recipes. The main plans in the 4 days, it's all to satiety. It is recipes that can be swapped around as well, but you know, it's just eating only what you need when you need it, rather than eating 3 meals a day and eating to a number. Please don't tell me numbers. I have to eat this X amount of this or X amount of that. No, you don't. You just eat these recipes. The meal plans, basically, for anyone wanting to know, are roughly around about 100 grams of protein per day, which is above what I need in my weight. So you can add more or less, but again, it's not eating to a number. I've just put those in there as 2 kind of meals that will fill up the majority of people. I'm relatively inactive. My most action is in the kitchen, especially during winter, because I'm not out walking the streets. But yeah, that's just going to give you that little bit of information. Now, before I go into the index, because I'll go for a quick run through, even though I've posted pictures on socials, we also posted in our emails the dietary information. So just to let you know, a lot of people were, I think it was maybe 1 or 2 people were asking for dairy-free. Out of the 50 plus recipes that are in the combination of the 2 books together, there is 1, 2, 3 recipes that do not have a dairy-free alternative. Okay, roughly about half a dozen of them have to have eggs, but all the others don't. Anyone wanting to know with the pastry, thanks to Kaz Sunshine, did an ultimate test for us. I actually asked a couple of days ago for everyone to test removing, it actually has whey protein isolate in it, to remove that, to increase the other main ingredient, to add egg white protein, and to add a vegan protein. And Kaz went the extra step of making the entire recipe vegan, with vegan sausages, and made 100% vegan sausage rolls with a recipe. The images in the book as well. Fantastic effort, amazing pastry, and wow, we now have a dairy-free, egg-free, Fed Up compliant, nut-free, vegetarian, and vegan pastry that can be used for anything. Okay. So the beauty of this pastry, anyone that's used fathead before, they go, oh, I can use fathead. But we all know fathead can be oily, it can go soggy and soft. This doesn't. You can actually make like sausage rolls and stuff like that, and it's pastry. There's no soggy goo underneath. The use of some of the ingredients is a trick, and it's not something that you can get off Google and that as well too. So in the quick run through the testers recipes, we've got easy pizza wheels, so basically like some pinwheels or scrolls as you would call them. Spinach and feta Danish, it's in a log, a braided one. We've got the sunshine beef and bacon pies, Maltese pastizzi, so we've got the beautiful little feta pastries, and again you can do this with plant-based. I'll go on to the vegan in a second. Creamy chicken lasagna pie, salmon and croute, chicken and leek Alfredo pies, keema curry pies. There's going to be a lot of pies, right? A polpetti beef zucchini noodles, a prawns Alfredo. We've got to guess it's going to be a Linda recipe, right? She loves her seafood. Swiss chicken lasagna, dumpling pan pies. So think like dumplings in a hand pie, served with a chili crisp. Alfredo faster, so using our faster recipe from Egg Fast 3.0, but again you can have alternatives because we've even got spinach wraps that it can be sliced into pasta from Fed Up Faster. We've got a petit pain au chocolate, so you can actually like make little chocolate scrolls and actually have a little chocolate treat. And we've got 2 different kinds of vanilla slices made with the 2 different pastries, same sort of custard, but very different looks and very different flavors. And I think I have another variation that I can do on the VCC vanilla slice, which I will be doing over the next couple of weeks when I actually have had some sleep. And we've got the vegan Fed Up pastry. So that is what is in the bonus stuff that you got for nothing that I only just thought of last week. Go, ooh, I might add this. So that goes with either the ebook or the paperback. So if you just buy the ebook tomorrow, you'll get that one free with it as well too. It's immediate in your downloads. If you've got a problem with it, because I said it's got a couple of recipes in it that are out of the books, it's free, okay? So that's just what is. And you can find other things that you can substitute if you like. But that's only on a couple of the recipes. The main book, okay, so we've got a vanilla cream, raspberry crush, dare to be different, iced coffee, the mocha milk, raspberry foam, and the iced matcha berry latte. We have a lot of people that love our shakes that we've got throughout our other books in these series. I'm a humongous shake fan now, which is really surprising because I never drank them before, okay? These are all amazing. The vanilla cream raspberry crush had the addition of the raspberry crush, but I can honestly tell you that at first when I did the mix with just the vanilla cream, the testers were all like, oh my god, like this is the best shake ever. But we had to take it to an extra level, and I made, we've done a series of syrup. So there's a raspberry syrup, a vanilla syrup, and I've just realized there's twice on here, I've got to fix that up. And the other one's a salted caramel syrup. And these are the syrups that you can actually use for cooking, that you can use in drinks or smoothies or shakes, that you can also use in coffee. So I wouldn't put raspberry in my coffee, but some people might. But yeah, if you're somebody who likes a little bit of sweetness, these are syrups that can be used in that. So, but the shakes are all great. The iced matcha berry latte is amazing. I have put a link in our Facebook group that you need one of those little whizzy milk foamers for this. It doesn't work in the Thermomix or any other blenders to foam the raspberry foam like it is. It's basically, think like a meringue mix, and you're going to dump it on the top of a cold latte. It's like that, but it actually has no eggs in it, okay? And it doesn't have chickpea liquid or anything like that in it. It's just the mixing action of the ingredients that I put in it makes a super thick foam that you can enjoy just as is, or pop it on top of any shake or hot drink or cold drink if you like. Gummies are great for the Fed Up for plants and stuff like that, because they contain a lot of gelatin. You can add extra collagen like I add in mine. We did a cheeky chocolate gummy bear. We actually had a lot of requests for them. They're the remake of the, I'm not going to say what they used to be called, but a lot of people will know there was a little chocolate gummy bear when we were younger, for some of us. Actually, I think it was even not that long ago that they were discontinued. But yeah, it's just like that. It took a lot of getting it to get it right, but we think we've cracked a really good one. We've got sour cola gummy bears. These recipes can also, they've got lots of variations that you can actually make them in multiple ways in that as well too. We've got the yogurt fudge pucks. Oh, thank God I said that right. But it's meant to be a tongue twister. Amazing. If you see people making frozen yogurt on TikTok, they got nothing on this stuff, right? It's still really simple, but it doesn't taste icy. It tastes fudgy and delicious. We've got American stacked biscuits, red eye gravy, cheeseburger pizza, zinger burgers, spanakopita muffins, Italian polpetti casserole, just a quickie. It's a quiche. A broccoli Alfredo, ham steaks. We're bringing back the, I don't know, probably the 60s or 70s. The ham steaks. You could make it Hawaiian if you want to use your Vital Zing pineapple drops, but this one's not Hawaiian. It is an Alfredo, and it is delicious. We've got Greek chicken heroes, which some of the testers actually said that they could eat every night of the week and never tire of them. It's a beautiful, fresh looking recipe, very colourful, very vibrant. But the thing is even though you look at it and you see there's a couple of components, because there's the wraps, there's the salsa, there's a marinade, and there's chicken, honestly, it will take you less than half an hour to make the whole lot, even the wraps from the beginning. It's really, really quick dinner, okay? We've got an Italian stuffed chicken, so an Italian stuffed chicken lasagna. Eggs chili alfredo, which has multiple ways that you can actually do the eggs. You can do them scrambled, you can do them soft boiled, hard boiled, fried, whatever, all delicious with this combo. Then nacho average pie, lazy sausage rolls, Swiss Dijon chicken bake, VCC bread, protein spinach wrap, the fed up protein pastry, which I'm going to bet is going to be everybody's favorite recipe forever. Spicy special burger sauce, spicy chili ginger crisp. I didn't realize I had 2 spices there. And the syrups that I'd already mentioned. So I think we have a lot of stuff there for you to keep you busy for quite some time. And I'm really proud of the recipes that are in it. If you have Egg Fast 3.0, you'll find that, for me, that book has so many amazing foundation recipes that I use every single week, and this book has exactly the same. It's going to be one of those ones that you will constantly refer to, whether you're following the plans or not. Possibly there'll be recipes in there, even if you went to a high carb diet, that you'd still continue to eat. I don't know why anyone would go to a high carb diet full time, but anyway, that is it. So tomorrow, 5 a.m. Australian Eastern Time, the site will go live with a very limited print book that comes with the 2 ebooks. So you actually have the full version of Fed Up Faster with the digital that has all the plans and everything like that, where the book does not have the plans and stuff like that in it. It's useless having information that you want to print and use and stuff like that inside a hard copy book. And then it has also the bonus of the testing faster as well. And then we also have the ebook as well on its own, so you can still buy the ebook Fed Up Faster with testing faster as well. That's combined. It's no extra cost for the other one. It just comes free with it. And that will be there. There's also the 6-pack available right now, so you can actually order the 6-pack, but it's actually a 7-pack because it has the bonus of testing faster in it as well as our 365 program, which you could join tonight, get the Fed Up Faster and testing faster with it, and buy the other books at a discount later in the week if you wanted to, or use our Egg Fast recipes that are in our 365 program as well. So I'm going to have a quick look at the questions before I jump off, but I think I got through it all. Hopefully there's not too many curly questions for me, but yeah, it's been a ride getting this one done. Even more exciting that we're actually doing a book. It wasn't planned. It was just something that was just came about, and I'm excited. Like I said, when I looked at how the books have actually come out, again, there you go. That's just what the book looks like. You can see it's nice and pretty, and as I'd said, it's one that will actually stay open on your kitchen bench and that as well too. But yeah, let me have a look at the questions and let's go through it. I can see somebody saying steak and kidney. No, there's no steak and kidney. We're not doing that one. I don't do offal, sorry. I know some people like it, but not me. And also offal is actually tricky in how it's to be prepared, and that as well too. Even my dad was really sick recently, having kidneys. And he said, I think it was because they use cow kidneys, not sheep's kidneys, which he likes, and he eats pretty much a liquid diet. It was probably just that the kidneys weren't cleaned properly. But anyway, let's have a look at these questions and get onto it. So can't wait till tomorrow morning. Just pulled the pin and did the 365 bundle. Well, welcome to 365, Jackie. I'm on leave and sleeping in, so I was thinking the same thing. But I have FOMO, so we'll be waking up early. I'll be up early with you because I've actually got to physically get up and turn everything on and watch that everything works right. I mean, I even did a test one tonight, and to the person who jumped on and bought the test product that actually said test product, that was quick. Because I did the 365, do I have to order just in the morning, or will it just come? If you've done the 365 bundle with the 2 books and through our store, Jackie, when I get off this, I'll send it through to you. You should actually have you should actually have the 2 ebooks in your emails right now. But the information to join 365 comes later. Whoops, I just zoomed in, sorry. So excited to try the Alfredo sauce. It really is amazing. And I'm not somebody that likes creamy stuff, but even in the pie, it was just perfect. It'll be something, like I said, that you like. It's in the Alfredo eggs with the chili crisp. But think anything that you want to have creamy, like I said, eggs Benedict, you'll be making this. And I use the ranch seasoning in it, but you can use any seasoning you like too if you prefer something else. But you could use it in lasagna. You can, like I said, you can literally stick it in the fridge and it's thick, so you can actually like spread it on stuff if you want. But if you heat it up, it still holds together. It doesn't split. It's like really incredible sauce. How much will it be? So the ebook is $29.95 and the ebook is $49.95. I love all your sauces so far. Made the keto mayo today and it was amazing, as was the buffalo. Can't wait for this new book. We'll need a pie maker for the pies. You don't need a pie maker. You can actually use a ramekin. You can use pie tins. You can use whatever you want. Pie makers are good because you can just mold it in and then turn it on and turn it off and leave them in there and then take them out. That's what I did. But I've used this pastry even just in a ramekin, so, and it still cooks well. But yeah, an easy recipe. You don't need to have any particular appliance for that. As I said, the only thing that I would recommend for any of the recipes that's a appliance is one of those little foamy things. I stuck it in the Mad Creations group. It cost me less than $20, but it's just like a milk frother, and it's not one of the ones that come with your Audi coffee maker or whatever. You need the one that really whizzes it up really good. Thermomixes just don't do it. It just turns it into a milkshake. This will make it super thick, so that's the only thing that we needed a specific thing for that worked well. You can still do the recipe without one in that particular regards for the foam, but it just won't be thick like it is in my picture. My husband and I love your recipes. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that, Catherine. I always love it when I hear other family members love it, because those of you who follow the recipes or make the recipes, you're making it for whether it's like you love the recipes that we come up with or that they are low carb. But when somebody else who's not making the decisions as to what they get to eat or whatever necessarily enjoy the meals, that always makes me happy. Excited for new pastry recipes. Pastry, it's going to go off. I can't wait to see all the creations. We're going to have to do like a folder like Dave did with the bread and stuff like that, of all the different creations of everybody's pastries. I was just reading another question. Can you froth with a coffee machine? I don't know. Milk never goes near my coffee machine. You could try it, but I don't know. It might, but I haven't tried it. And none of the testers did try it either. They tried some various different things and nothing worked like mine. And like I said, mine is basically idiot proof. I stuck it in a glass. I just literally stuck the thing in, and 30 seconds later, I've got like this super thick, meringue type thing. Like I said, with no egg whites, and didn't even have added powdered sweetener or anything like that in it. Setting my alarm. Okay. I think I've answered any questions that might have been there. I can't see anything else. There might be things that I can't see, but if I see anything after I get off, I will answer them in the thread. I hope everybody's excited. I hope I'm not the only one. I can honestly see in this camera that my eyes are like glowing red right now. And I've still got to do the email. So I've actually got to do the emails to send out the links in the morning for everybody. And something else. But anyway. I think I've gone through all of the messages. Okay, so I'm going to jump off. Have a lovely evening. I hope you all love the book or ebook, whichever which way you go. You do not have to have one or the other specifically to make me happy, as long as you enjoy it, regardless. If you have any questions regarding the testers' recipes, ask them. Each one has the image on the image who actually made the recipe, so you can contact them. Just tag them in our Facebook group and say, hey, how do I do this with the vanilla slice? So then they can answer you and feel my pain. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and yeah, yeah, I hope you all love Fed Up Faster, coming 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning.